Hey, yo. Happy 420, everybody. How we doing? Willow's got COVID. So maybe that's why I feel like crap. We ran out of tests, so it's impossible to know. But we've gone, how long has it been? When did COVID start? Like 3 years ago? Nobody in this family got it. Nice job, Willow. We were batting 1,000. These people, they're gonna. You're making me look bad. Hey, you guys know what to do. And we'll be doing this show no matter what happens, no matter what this test says. Okay. This mermaid is now my action figure. Hold on a second. Here we go. All right. Set the mood for me to all a different melody. I'm loving how the music sounds. You see the woman and them we are breathe. Hey Jiminy, give me like one drop. Make the bass line roll and catch. I'm in love with the rhythm just a tap. Me I'm a woman a rock. Give me like one drop. Make the bass line roll and catch. I make we couple up and what a white man stop. Me love it, me love it. Me love the juggling. All the one foot mother than so too. No problem. Yo, never make up a face. No need mugging. Good vibes in the place. No one watching. Long time so when I feel like this, you mean like this. The bean well clean so fresh. Oh yes, so blessed. Can't wait to one job. Make the bass line roll non-stop. Me love how the rhythm just a tap. Me and my woman a rock. Give me little one drop. The music from Jamaica. I make we couple up and all a wine non-stop. Just like the drum and the bass line. The outfit, so hold the wine up your waistline. On it, me make one stop. Just one drop of your love, your wine. Oh, you had me up to strap with lyrics, give me the words and the melody to sing it. So make one stop, one drop of your love. One drop, make the bass line roll non-stop. I'm in love with the music on top. Me I'm a woman a rock, give me a little one drop. Come make it couple of fun, all of fun non-stop. It's something on people like us, present that thing called one job for you and yours. Special request to all the nice and decent people. Wow, baby. Otherwise, I'm doing that's why they sing it, represent. Incoming college jungle every day at 5:20. What's up, Hypes? Tectonic is up 7%. It doesn't look like it's
What's that? I was trying to make a screen record of another like contract mint because I couldn't find that other one. I said I was just in the middle of making like a screen record of like minting off contract. Like I couldn't find that other one.
When you're ready, we will get your short form content out to the masses, my friend. That's what we're here for. Today we're talking about leverage. Tough crap. No, people got all spicy today about leverage. I think we'll take this as a teaching moment.
Yeah, if anybody has like a lot of personal experience with shorting and longing, like specifically a learn from like huge loss
I'm
potentially,
trying to remember
I'd
who
be grateful
taught
to
me how to do it in here.
hear your experience. I was hoping somebody could. I was going to do this contract screen record to like as a source of inspiration. Hopefully, somebody would do it for Mad Mix.
Yeah, I got a lot of DMs um, as
You're a piece of
collaborating.
shit,
What?
Alpha. You're a piece of
No,
shit
no, no.
sharing some.
Actually, um, the vast majority of the DMs were asking how to short and long. So that's why we're going to discuss it today. Um, you can check the tapes. I am not the expert. I learned in here how to do this shit, and I'm glad that I did, because whether you're in a bull market or a bear market, whether it's an up day or a down day or a sideways day, you can make money if you know how to trade properly, and if you know what's going on around you and you know what you're doing. I see my guy Marcus down there. He's been having a great time on Mad Mex, allegedly. Maybe we should use his referral code. I haven't used anyone's referral code. The whole point of my tweet is the same point I'm always making in here. If you're gonna use any of these platforms, use a referral code. Get one from your
Yeah,
friend, get
actually,
one from someone in here that you don't know. Just
when I saw that post, I was thinking it'd be really wise to come up with a new mechanism for the referrals. Like if it was just like a 4-digit code that's like somehow tied to your
bro,
wallet.
our
So
code is the jungle. They made it where you can.
no, 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 no. I
No,
understand. It's just
that's cool.
people
What
are
else do you want?
people don't like hitting
Stop
URLs from
talking
Twitter.
over me. Yo, listen to me. They are the first ones to do this. Actually, they're not the first, because God, it was Priestley. Priestley came in here, and she had a personalized referral code from Phoenix Finance, and that was back. That was back early last year, and
Oh, I remember being able to do that on
yeah,
Phoenix
well,
actually.
the Mad Mex allows you to make your own referral code as long as it's not taken already. So ours is just um, the jungle or jungle. Wait, it's the jungle.
It'd be nice if when you dropped onto the landing page, if there was just a section right there, clear and broad, that said drop your referral code if you have one, so that people know to look for one if they
Yeah, well,
can or
that's the
whatever.
other thing is you have to search out um, how to put your referral code in too. Like it doesn't. It's not the first thing you see when you get there, and it's not visible. Um, you have to go to the referral page and type in the referral code. A lot of these, or you got to use our link. If you just click the link, then when you use the DEX, or just copy and paste the link into your DeFi wallet or your MetaMask browser. And actually, why am I saying all this without pinning it? Hold on. Um, if you click the link, just like we used to do with the steakhouse, but the steakhouse has been winding down, right? If you didn't know that yet, let us be the first to tell you. The steakhouse is winding down the original grills and starting something new. Here it is. So this is our link up top. Oh, here comes Marcus. Um, if you copy and paste that link or click right through, then you'll be on the platform with the referral code already activated. So that's one way to do it. Hey, Marcus, what's up?
I wanted to reaffirm Hyper's point by, links today are really just not going to cut it, as we can see that is a hackable moment, or it's a time that you can get got. So, I mean, that's not the best thing to be using. If you're direct sending it to your friend, maybe that's a bit better, but even then, accounts can be compromised, as we have learned from the new launch, a kid, right?
Right. So if you're here right now and you can hear my voice, this is me. That's my tweet up top. The link is good. Now, if you're listening back, maybe Marcus is right. Maybe I got hacked. Who knows? But today, Today's Monday. It is 4:30, and the link is good. But Marcus has a great point, which is you can't fucking trust anything, unfortunately. We just got to put that out there. So everything we do is kind of just balls to the wind. You know, we're very vulnerable people, but we function. Marcus, there's very few of us up here. You're good to go.
And if we take note of the space a couple days ago, I think it was Sunday, just yesterday actually, that we were in listening to a thread guy and them. You know, now we can actually listen to people's voices and not even know if they're bots because they're getting that damn good. So very soon, that won't even be a sign of, yeah, that's legit because we can hear them speak. And you might have to have a little bit more emotion to what you're saying so that you can distinctivize yourself, be distinct from a bot.
Yeah, you got to be very dynamic with your range, which is what I've been doing the whole time. If you haven't noticed, I'll take it to 100, I'll take it to 11, I'll take it back down to 3. This way, the bots can't imitate me. They can try. They're never going to get it. You hear me, you fucking bots? You're never going to get it.
You know what's funny is like when you get like a capture thing, and it's like pick out the street sign. It's like, can robots really not fucking know what a street sign is yet?
No, dude.
Like, aren't they working on like
There was a
Tesla driving on the
Tesla
road and
that
identifying
started a
this
fucking
shit?
8-car pileup yesterday. Like, not my favorite topic. You know?
Honestly, I just don't like it because you have to make the decision to allow the computer to make a pre-programmed decision as to like which of the lesser two like accidents to make if it has to make a decision.
Right,
You
which
know
is
what I
why you
mean?
should never sleep in a Tesla. And people continue to do it. They put it on autopilot and they go to bed. It's really weird.
Is that really that
Yes.
common?
I told you guys about this.
Well, the battery only lasts
Yo,
like
I was
10
talking
minutes,
about this
so
last week because I saw a video of this dude get pulled over for it, and they arrested him, and it was because it was his third time. It was the third time that he'd been pulled over for sleeping on autopilot.
imagine the sirens like don't even wake your ass up. You just like get where
Bro,
you're
it's not
going.
even like a 3 strikes and you're out thing. They were just like, yo, this is not good. We are making new
Hell
rules
no.
here.
I thought they had something like a feature where if both your hands left the wheel, the sensors, it would like
They do,
set an
buddy,
alarm or
but
some
they
shit.
make little dinky things that you hang off the steering wheel that overrides it. Come on now, who's smarter, the computers or us, Hyper?
The hackers.
Computers.
All right.
Well, I mean, McAfee was a hacker who obtained a bunch of information and essentially used it as blackmail to sell McAfee security systems. So hackers are always usually like a stage ahead.
Yes. John McAfee's not dead.
All right, so
Marcus, what?
let's get back to the topic of
Thank
leverage
you.
trading because that's
Thank
what
you.
I
I didn't
want to
know
learn
where he was
about.
going with that. But I'd love to hear your experience from the beginning, Marcus, with Mad Mex. If your experience with longs and shorts is too prolific, I don't want to get too far into it, but like
Pause.
tell us about Mad Mex at least.
It's pretty decent. You know, it lags a little bit behind the charts that I'm watching, USDT. So that is one factor I'm kind of considering. And I've noticed that it's not always matching up either, right? It's
The
got a
crow
little
prices
bit
don't
different.
match up at all.
Right. And they don't have the final decimal point behind Crow, but even the Bitcoin and Ethereum prices, they either lag behind or they don't match exact. So that's one thing I've noticed. Now, when I'm personally doing a leverage, I'm not putting all of my bag in for a leverage and saying, okay,
Wait, hold up, Marcus, real quick.
run it.
If it's lagging, doesn't that give us an advantage?
Yes. So that's how I feel. It's like it's not perfect, the lag, and it's not like it's lagging of it will catch up. It's almost like it's keeping a bit of a position itself, or it's countering your bids almost a little bit and being safe with it a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure, right? I'm not fully experienced there. But I will say that with the crow itself going from whatever 7.8, 7.9, 7.7 between these decimals, they don't have any decimal cut between, like a tenth further, which allows you to watch the actual charts of USDT, and as it's making its way, you can then throw in a bid, and that's working out quite well, in my opinion. But when you are making a leveraged position, I would start smaller than you've got. Personally, I'm starting $50, $100, and when I'm wrong, I double down, which is fool's logic. It's fool's logic, right? When my investment's going bad, I'm doubling down on it, hoping that it does swing the other way so I can gamble or basically gain more from it. And it brings my position up higher, being
Is this
leveraged
either
more, but I don't
direction,
leverage.
long or short? You're going to double down?
Yeah.
Because on
Yeah.
a long, I would understand that right now. Because my personal feeling is that the bottom was in at 5.5. But like I was trying to explain this earlier, and it's kind of hard. But I feel like the bottom line is, if you're going long on something like Crow, right, and they're giving you 30x leverage, and the sentiment beyond what I'm feeling is that the bottom is in, then your upside is unlimited and your downside is whatever you're willing to risk, which is as little as $10, which is what I started with. I got liquidated on my first trade. And then I went long on Crow, and now I'm making it back. But like, is that crazy thinking, or is that
So
how it is?
you're playing a long position for a long time, right? You're not looking to liquidate
Yeah,
it
and see, in
within an hour.
Tectonic, that's profitable for me because my borrow rate is lower than my lend rate, APR wise. But I'm noticing that with Mad Max already, with the transaction fees, and they take a cut of your profits. It's a completely different system, right? And like you were saying, we don't know what they're
100%.
doing on the back end to make it profitable, whether they're hedging against your bets, or if they're making enough off of these fees and liquidations. But bottom line, we don't need to know what's going on in the background, right? We just know that it's definitely different on Mad Max than Tectonic. And I would recommend people start on something like Tectonic, where you can manually leverage, and that way you get a feel for what you're actually doing when you lend, borrow, buy, lend, borrow, buy, right? And then when you go 30x, now you understand the mechanics behind what they're doing on Mad Max when they give you 30x leverage, how you get to $400 from 10 or 15. What do you say, Murph?
Am I coming okay? I'm in a
Yeah,
rookie
you're good.
spot. All right, so I got a little flip side opinion on that. I don't actually like it. I don't like Mad Max. I don't like single finances, little leverage deal. And the reason why I don't like it is because it's automated. I like being able to do it all myself. That's just my personal
Yeah, see,
opinion.
so I appreciate that, because I don't have enough of a feel for it yet to have an opinion. I've got a good experience so far on my second trade, a bad experience on the first, but I'm noticing with the second one already that, like Marcus was saying in the tweets, and you can see our thread with Crolin and everybody up top here. Marcus, you were the one who mentioned in the tweets that, like, when I'm trading, $10 long on Crow, that the transaction fees and them taking a cut out of the profits is pretty much going to make you break even.
Unless you get like 100% plus up. Yeah, you're not trading enough to
Right,
make
but
a profit
these fees
there.
are being taken out
hourly. That's wild. That's why I'm saying maybe that's how the platform is running, because like I said, Tectonic, it's profitable for me to keep it going as long as possible. So I'll go long on Crow. I'll keep adding to it even if it's going up because of the APRs. But it's not set up that way on Mad Max. You got to be on top of it. It's for short-term trades.
Swing trade, right? And the difference is they're leveraging you 30x. You're taking $10 and getting 300, and that's why it's automated. Because if Tectonic was giving you 300 to go play with, I'd take that 300, send it to a new wallet, and 30x it again with Tectonic.
So, like when we have a day like we had last week where we're up 10% in a day, then you're up 300%, 3x.
I can't do the math right away. Like, the way it works is a bit different than that, because you're borrowing the 30x, and then that 30x is going up 300%. So you're actually up like 30 times 10%.
30 times. Yeah, I thought that was
on their bag, not on yours, right? Because you're trading their bag, not yours. Your bag is to secure their bag to trade.
Collateral. Yes, sir.
Right.
Corgi, what's up?
Yeah, so I tried the Max yesterday, but I don't know why the chart. If you look at the Crow chart, it's kind of totally different from the price of Crow.
Yeah, man. We were just saying that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like they could really fix that and get a lot more business from crofam, because what do you think we're going long on over there? You know?
Yeah, because you see there's no action on the chart, right?
It's
basically, that's because it's only got
they show us.
It's only got a few decimals after, as opposed to having 4 or 5 decimals after. So you can't really go in at 0.097 and then pull it out, right? You can't do that.
So I tested with Batgas yesterday. He used another platform, and then we have the same entry, right? But after all, I make like 50 crow profit from 1,000 crow, and then in another platform you make a lot more.
Because you can pull it out at 0.03 high. Yeah, it's really the decimals there, and I think if it's lagging behind, that's another problem.
Yeah.
Oh man, there are so many I can't find my I posted a picture of my second trade underneath in the comments, but there are so many comments, and a lot of them I can't see.
If you go to your profile and then go to the media tab, it might be there when it first started.
There's like 400 comments. It's crazy. So here's my second trade, my crow long, and you can see in the picture market price 0.07, entry price 0.07, liquidation price 0.07. Now, that's not good for anybody, right? Nobody's learning from that. Like,
so you're losing the fee in every hour.
Yeah. I don't want to keep this open very long if Crow's not going to move up. The fees are noticeable, right?
If you're up, definitely cash out, because if it retracts or corrects itself, you could liquidate your entire position. Could be liquidated.
All right, you know what? I'm leaving my mic on. Are we up right now or what? Are we checking the charts? What time is it? We're early, but
so again, if you're just on a long position of Crow, if you're up 1 tick on their chart, unless it pushes all the way to the next cent or the next decimal, not cent. Is it cent? No, it's not cent.
It's a
cent. It's point after that. Yeah. Yeah. That's when you'll get your next percentage bonus. Like, that's when it will go up.
And not only that, but it doesn't register the actual price of Crow on top of it. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like right now it's at 9.5 on the USDT chart, and it's showing probably 9. Yeah. Right. So it's close to pushing up to the next cent. So it is right now worth it to see if it gets pushed up.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it go to 792 yet, and that's the next little blip that nope, 795. It goes straight.
It won't even do 795.
It has to go straight to.
It will not do 795.
It has to go straight to 8.
Yes. And that's when I would suggest, liquidate that position, because it's probably not going
All right.
higher.
Well, if it goes to 8, I'll actually be in a pretty good position. So I'm going to leave this open. There you go. What's up, Murphy?
So that's just what I wanted to say. Like, you can do all of this on Tectonic or Annex, and you earn tokens versus pay fees.
Yeah, I like that
But
better.
you can't leverage it at a 30x.
Here's
right?
the
You're
deal.
not
Here's the
borrowing
deal.
30
One is
times your
short term,
investment.
one is long term. That's all it is.
Yes.
They're totally different.
One is for day trading,
Yeah.
and one is for bag building.
100%.
One's loaning and lending, and the other one's shorting and longing with leverage.
100%.
Right. So they're similar, but not the same. So we shouldn't.
But I can short and long with leverage using Tectonic or Annex.
A 1x leverage.
While I'm
0.8x
way
leverage.
more than 1x. Are you crazy?
Well,
on the
what
Tonic
that
class.
means is you're giving them 100 crow and they're giving you 80. That's 0.8.
Right, but
Wait,
over the
Murphy, are you talking
Yeah, but
about
you
on?
gotta.
Hold on, everybody. Calm
Wait,
down.
Murphy.
Calm down. What
Oh my
Murphy
God.
is saying is that a lot of us have leveraged ourselves above 30x on Tectonic by continually borrowing and buying crow. That is true.
Wait, I thought he may have been referencing crypto.com exchange because it's listed there, Tonic.
No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? No. So
I
I'm
didn't
talking
know.
DeFi.
I was going to ask which exchange.
Let him answer.
Thank you. So I am telling you, there's a way to do this. If you want to know more, hit me up in the Discord, and I'll teach you.
There it is, Murphy. And that's the most important.
I just wanted the
Hold on.
platform.
Go ahead, Hyper.
I just was curious which platform, which dex you're using.
For what?
Tectonic.
For the leveraging, for the longs and the shorts.
Tectonic or Mad Mex, which is on the MMF DEX. When you go to MMF, whether you're on Chronos or Polygon, the first thing that you see is the leverage trading platform. You might have got numb to it by now, and it just looks like a banner, and you scroll down anyways. But it says Mad Mex, trade here, and you click on it. Go ahead, Marcus.
I don't want to get this to DMs, Murph. I'd rather get it all up in the open. But you're talking about borrowing 80 with 100 initial, then taking that 80 to a new wallet, borrowing 60 or whatever off of it, taking it to a new wallet, and you're getting 10% of your returns.
Wait, no, I've never mentioned one thing about a new wallet.
Okay, what is it you do?
You can compound these things on top of each other over and over and over and over and over. That's where you get your leverage.
Yeah, but that's different than a long being able to have the feature of placing a long. It is different.
There's
It's a similar, like you're
similar
betting
things,
on the
right?
same
Like
thing.
you have to keep the health of your position under 80% of loan to value. That means the amount of collateral.
Okay, like I said before, one is manual, one is automatic. One is manual, one is automatic. It's like the difference between driving a stick and driving an automatic on your car. So it's different, but it's the same. Like do you understand what I'm saying?
I can understand that, like the concept is betting on the same position, but how you're betting on it and like with what mechanisms is totally different. It's like saying that the leverage yield farming on single finance is the same as tectonic loaning and borrowing. It's not. You can strategically lend something if you think that what you're borrowing
so is single
will
the same as
potentially
Mad Mex?
depreciate in value. No, it's a little bit different because you are leveraging your yield farming. I haven't actually read the entire paperwork about it, but Murphy just reminded me about it.
All right.
Nobody
Read up
talks
on
about
that
single, really.
and let us know. Marcus, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to get this very clear to the bottom of it. You're borrowing with Crow or USD or whatever. You're reinvesting it into another coin, same wallet. You're then borrowing that coin again at a 0.8x leverage, and then you're reinvesting it, borrowing it again, and you're gaining your bread and butter with the yields that you gain from it. Is that correct?
No, I was doing it like
Depends
this.
who you're asking there, Marcus.
You can.
I'm asking
All right,
Murphy.
good. Hyper? Sure.
Right. So here's the deal. You buy your Crow. You deposit Crow into Tectonic. You borrow USDC. You go to a decentralized exchange. You swap that USDC for Crow. You deposit all that Crow. You then go and borrow more USDC because your threshold is now increased. You trade that USDC for the Crow that you can. You deposit that Crow, you borrow more USDC, you keep doing this and doing this and doing this. That's how you get your leverage. Now, normally a 4x long is probably about the safest you're going to get, but you can still short the same thing by loaning out your USDC and then borrowing Crow, swapping that for USDC and redepositing. That's creating a short position.
And I really, really like it better that way. You know, I think a lot of people would have less vitriol towards leverage if they did it manually. There's a lot of spicy feelings about leverage. I used to feel that way about options in stock trading because Robinhood just let me do it, and I lost a ton of money.
Can I make one more point about this? So this is leverage trading that is collateralized. So the only person that gets hurt whenever I'm doing this is me, not the rest of the market. The only person that gets liquidated is me. So this is the only kind of leverage that I will promote, because I don't promote this kind of TradFi leverage trading that they're doing that's causing all the problems to begin with.
That reminds me of a second point that I don't want to forget both. But so on MadMex, when you're doing the longs with the leverage, how is your position collateralized if they're just giving you $300? You know what I mean?
No, they're not giving it to you.
They're betting for you.
When I say the minimum is $10, that means collateral. So if you're gonna long or short Crow, you need to put at least $10 worth of Crow up as collateral, and that is what you will up to 30x. You don't have to 30x it. You know, we're all degen, so we all probably do.
So if so I'm just trying to get this in simple English. I'm sorry if there's something going right over my head, but so you have say 200 Crows, probably $15 right now. And that's around the minimum order that you can place is $10. So does that mean only if you were using 30 times leverage, you can only
lose $10?
Fractionally that much of it.
Only lose what you put up, and that's why when I was saying earlier, I was asking Marcus, is it crazy what I was saying about you only have so much downside right now? You got plenty of potential upside. Why wouldn't you risk $10 for unlimited upside on a 30x long? If you weren't getting,
to be clear, it's not unlimited.
You weren't getting charged every hour that you're in the trade. That's what sucks. That's why Tectonic is
in my mind, I feel like if I'm putting up a $10 order and then I'm using 30 times leverage, I feel like I would need $300, as a collateral or something.
You got to get out of that mindset, buddy. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever forget that shit. Marcus, what's up?
Yeah, so even if you are doing it manually, shorting and longing the market, that has direct ramifications to the market. Your money moving around affects the market. Whether you're using someone else's money to make your bets or you're using your own money to make your bets, it affects the market. We're not here to hurt people. When you short or you long position on a market, you're not here to hurt people. You're not trying to have direct effects on people. That's not the goal. You're trying to make a bit of bread yourself, and that is totally fine. It gets dirty when huge institutions do it, and that is why we want to, be safe and secure in what leverage positions we're using where and all of that. I think it's
wholesome. Honestly, fuck what the big businesses do. Fuck what the corporations do and all the TradFi shit that everyone has already attached to this stigma. How is it not beneficial, even for Kronos, the blockchain, for all of us to be borrowing Crow or borrowing dollars, buying Crow, lending it to the platform, borrowing more dollars, buying Crow and lending it to the platform, because it creates lock value.
Problem comes when the institution sells off and you don't have the money to cover it and you get liquidated. That's the problem.
I feel like they already just did that. They're almost done with that.
So close to getting liquidated. I almost shit my pants.
You'd be crying right now
if you did.
That's
dude.
a lot.
Oh, and Murphy, when you do the USDC tectonic, isn't the TUSD borrow APY like way lower than that?
You gotta. I mean, that shit goes up and down, bro. You gotta play with that,
and you gotta watch it. Nothing is set it and forget it when it comes to this stuff. Zaza, you're here.
What up? Alpha, are you talking about tectonic again?
Tectonic, yeah.
Bro, it's manually long position and short position, right? If you do it
that's
on
what I think, yeah.
But isn't it? I'm not familiar with the mechanics on single finance, but I guess it's much easier over there, like making long positions shorts. But I didn't test it yet, but I just read about it, and if I get more familiar with it, see anybody who worked with single finance already? You've been talking about it.
I've messed with the interface, but not enough to get familiar. I did watch the AMA or the whatever the Chronos Labs thing with Tim whatever the fuck Mintz or Timmits or whatever the hell
the thing is on single finance, as far I'm still correct. It's like you can even put a position on long and short at the same time. I didn't get it. Like how?
Yeah, that's why it's so confusing. That, and you could put like a long yield position, which is interesting. I don't even know what that means. But also the features are single does Phantom and Chronos, and Mad Max is on Matic too. So if you're like trying to short or long Matic.
But what was interesting is also like you could put like a target price and stuff like this. So if it hits a position or something, if you are on a 20% loss or something, then you get out of it automatically, and you don't have to do it manually.
Oh, teach me how to do that, because that's what I should have right now on Mad Max, so I don't have to watch it.
Before you use it, you have to understand it. And as far as I don't understand it, I don't want to teach it, or I don't want to use it.
No, see, none of us know it. None of us want to teach it. All of you want to yell at us just for mentioning it. So, like, this is what we're going to do. I'm calling the shots here.
But look at the volume over there, man. There is already people using it. Like,
oh, hell yeah. Tectonic is the biggest.
I'm talking about single finance, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And nobody's using it from our guys. And there must be some people
Zaza,
using
let's
it, right?
get people up here then. If you're down there and you know about single finance, if you use the platform, no excuses. We need you right now. Get up here.
Or Ken Timmits, that's his freaking name.
Yep.
Right?
There you go, buddy.
Get his ass up here.
And Marcus, we can get him. You got to behave yourself.
He knows it well.
So I can talk to you about these net neutral positions where you take a long and then you take an equally short. You realize that some of these places, some of these platforms will reward you in their own token just for participating. So here's one example. You get paid at $20. You buy your $20 worth of Crow for the week. You slide it down to DeFi. You loan it out into Tectonic via USDC, $20 USDC, right? You can borrow 80% of that. Use that amount. You borrow it in USDC. Okay. So now USDC will never fluctuate, right? It's never gonna, unless it unpegs, then you just don't have to pay back the loan and you get free Crow. But unless it unpegs, right? You're never gonna lose. It's never gonna unpeg from itself. So your loan to pay back is never gonna get liquidated at that point, right? And while you're doing that, you're earning Tectonic tokens the entire time. So that's your passive play.
That's
so that you can do it that way.
Especially
that's one way.
I've been doing this for 2 months, and I only recently noticed that the best part about lending and borrowing on Tectonic long term is that second number, the number that I didn't understand at first. So the top number is your borrow lend APR in the token that you're borrowing or lending. And that is compounding into your principal. So if I lend them 1,000 Crow and they say my APR is giving 4 Crow a day, which it's not, that's way too high. But that 4 would go into the 1,000. So the next day I would go in, it would have 1,004 Crow as lending, right? But the number under that, the little number, that's how much tectonic you're getting each day in APR. You are double fucking dipping. And if you take that tectonic and lend that right back to the platform, have you seen tectonic today? It's up another 8%. Like, this thing is a beast.
There you go. And then so what you can do is you can open up a long on one wallet, open up a short on another wallet. You're net neutral
And
no
that's
matter which
hedging,
it goes
baby.
up or goes down. It's hedging. Beautiful. Thank you.
We are fucking pros, Murph. Just like that. I didn't think I would ever be like a trader that used the words and the lingo.
Fucking master.
I'm figuring it out, dude.
What's interesting is I'm on Tonic's site now, and always take a look at the desktop, like a PC version of the sites, because like CrowSwap, for instance, there's a lot of features that are
Bro, they're
exclusive to
giving
that.
me
But
$4 of tonic a day for
yo,
borrowing and lending.
Tonic says on the white paper and just on the landing page that it's cross-chain. I don't know if that's
What is?
like a to be integrated thing. Tonic says it's a cross-chain borrow lend
Well, they're not on another chain
protocol.
yet.
Exactly. That's where maybe they're like teasing it.
Unless they count crypto.org as a chain, which it is, but come on.
I saw a comment on CoinMarketCap, and it was on the Tectonic page, and it said, after the IBC integration or upgrade or whatever, I'll be able to put my lunk on there. And I was thinking that everything may come full circle with like the interoperability.
What does IBC have to do with your Luna?
That when they reintegrate Luna to the IBC, then it'll be tradable with everything else
So
that's on
you're
the
bullish
IBC, I
on
guess.
Luna, huh?
I'm bullish on just the Cosmos
I should
internet
stop
in
being
general.
such a fuddy-duddy. That's for Cole, you know? Like,
Just
I
I'm
fudded
bullish
Soul and
on
that... Hyper, I'm going off now. I fudded Soul, and that shit went to fucking $25 from 8, and people were, like, mad at me and shit. That is the one thing I got wrong, first of all. Second of all, I forgot what second. See what you did, Hyper? King T is here. What's up, buddy? It's not a question, Hyper. Go ahead. T, that's you, bro.
How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing?
Chilling.
I'm chilling. I just wanted to let y'all know I appreciate the game. I'm sitting here at work and I'm just listening to y'all. Y'all giving out some good game, and I appreciate it. Y'all should keep this shit up for real, because this is what it's about.
All props go to Crowland because he started the whole conversation, as he does every time.
Good brother for
I
sure.
want everybody to know that Crowland's favorite fucking thing in the whole entire world is watching you guys run to defend me on Twitter while me and him are talking in the DMs.
I really didn't even know that it was really like the lending and borrowing of tonic, because I've been in tonic for a while, and I've been
Hell yeah,
seeing.
talk that talk, bro.
I've been seeing the lending and the borrowing, but I ain't never dabbed into it. But the information y'all gave me, for sure. As soon as I get home, I'm finna start lending.
Yo, so I was in the same boat as you just a couple months ago, and I've been doing this for a long time. I would go to Tectonic and I would see the dashboard, and I thought it was just like numbers. I thought it was just showing me the data, right? It was just a list of data. I didn't realize you could borrow and lend right there. So I thought it was like same as all these other things I'm doing. I was using the Earn platform, so I'm guessing that's what you were doing. You were like,
yes, sir. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we got an airdrop back in the day. It was the first airdrop I ever got. It was the first airdrop on Chronos. We taught people how to do it in here, in the jungle, before I knew anything about anything. My guy, oh God, what was his name? Now I'm blanking. But he
the chimp one, right? The punk.
yeah,
chimp.
the punk with
Sorry.
the mohawk. we were teaching everybody how to be eligible for the Tectonic airdrop, and holy shit, I hope you guys sold that airdrop, because that Tectonic went down 99% in value, but the platform is dope.
I just wanted to ask you, like, what is it worth right now? The airdrop. If you hold it,
Oh,
it's
you want me to tell
nothing.
you? Because I never
I
claimed
also
it,
got it,
Kazan.
bro. I
Can you
also got
fucking
it.
believe
It wasn't
after
even
all
cents.
these years, I never claimed the Tectonic airdrop, and I'm gonna open my wallet right now because it's hilarious every time I look at it. It's so little, Kazan, that it's more expensive for me to claim it than to leave it in there.
It's crazy because I be telling people, like, when I bought my first Billy tonic, it was $1,005.
Right.
Like, so now at the point where it's at right now, lending is probably the best thing to do with all of the shit that I accumulated over the time, right?
Oh hell yeah. The airdrop was 167,000 tonic, and that is worth about 3 cents.
What was the dollar value when the drop happened?
Like $30, $20, $30.
Imagine the return though. That'd be nuts.
Well, if you've been using Tectonic that whole time, borrowing, lending, who knows how well you've done. In fact, I want to get to the hands, but I had this thought earlier, and I think this will be very positive for everybody, even the people who are listening back. Let's go around the room and let us know what you do every day in DeFi that makes you money. Now that I say it out loud, I feel like I'm asking y'all for your secrets. We don't have secrets in here.
It's weird, bro. I hate you. This is
You
exactly why I have
sure?
my hand up. So I'm
Oh
gonna give
man.
you my
Nerf.
strategy.
What secrets do you have?
Tell us.
So this is what I do. I borrow and lend right on Tectonic, and while I'm doing that,
He
I'm
had his hand
earning
all the
tech.
time up, and now he's not talking.
Oh, he is talking.
He
You
is. You
can't
just
hear him.
can't hear him.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring Kazan up and down. Go ahead, Murph.
All right, so listen back, Kazan. So check this out. I borrow and lend. I earn my Tectonic for free, right? I borrow and lend. I do that, right? I do, pay attention to that. But all the while, I'm earning my Tectonic for free. What I do with that, I lock it up for 4 years. So that generates me more tonic. So I take that tonic, and then I pair that with Crow on VVS, and I earn free VVS. And then I take that VVS and I pair that with Crow, and I earn more VVS. And then I take that VVS plus the VVS that I earn, and I lock that up for 4 years, which generates me more VVS, which I put back into my Crow VVS pair and refeed it all. So you can make these things loop into each other and generate you some long-term plays.
That's a good one, Murph. I know I'm gonna have a bunch of DMs that say, "Tell him to slow down." You guys just need to check the tapes and have a pen and paper, because what Murph does is exactly what I do. Well, not exactly, right? But about halfway down that list, I'm doing a couple of different things. I've got an MTD stake that I'm putting. I'm actually staking a lot of things on Candy right now. I'm staking Candy MTD. I'm staking Candy Tonic. There's a great APR on Candy Tonic.
Did you cash out any candy yet?
What, in the game? No.
Do you know there's a slippage of 12%?
12.
Yes,
That's
bro.
ballsy. Did you know?
So if you make profit,
I got one for you.
calculate with a 12%, bro.
Did you know that if you hold 10 Thundercats and a Thunder token, that you get whitelisted for trading Thunder and you never have trading taxes? That's crazy.
No, and no one else knew that because you never opened your big fucking
That's
mouth.
fucking
And
crazy, dude.
How much is it if I don't have the whitelist, or how you call
10%. It's always been 10%.
If you buy in and cash out the same,
Yeah,
10%,
and it all
or...
goes into liquidity. And then that's the thing with Thundercats too. You mint them, all of the mint goes into liquidity. All of the liquidity goes to the dead wallet. So
Okay, bro, you are communicating it. That's okay. So I can calculate with the kind of loss for me if I invest. But if there's a project and telling me to invest, and hey, we are in profit and we are doing great, and at the end, I'm not calculating with the slippage, for example, then I might be in loss even at
That's
the end.
why we've
So
always said,
please
right,
communicate.
Kazan, always the long-term goal was if you're in here and you're supporting this project, you're going to be whitelisted to trade Thunder tax-free. We are still in the beginning stages, and building up liquidity is our number one priority. As you can tell from the way we set up this mint, which is groundbreaking. Okay, I'm not here to talk about myself, and I never really do, but I'm trying to get this across to you guys. Nobody else is doing this shit. No, it's not a free mint, but we are not making any money. We're all making trading liquidity forever. That's Crow and Thunder. When Crow goes up, that's going to be worth more. When Thunder goes up, that's going to be worth more. And it's always going to be there. That's pretty remarkable. Let's go around Corgi and then Work and then King T. How are you guys making money around here?
Oh, for me, having a marketplace.
Let's go. This is a great conversation.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I meant Thundercat, and I dropped you a DM if you want to check it. 'Cause, 'cause I'm gonna give away that
Oh,
cat.
hell yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
You're going to give this one away? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Is it the ball?
I love the zombie skin. That's like one of my favorite traits.
You got some rosters, or is it bald?
It's a baldy. Vast majority are bald. And there are multiple traits that you get rewarded for just for minting. You will notice these rewards in your wallet. Like our guy down there minted a gold one, got 1,000,000 thunder, bang. Another guy minted a gold one, got 1,000,000 thunder, bang. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things like that. But having a NFT marketplace, how high do daily transactions have to be for you to be making like a decent, like a livable wage?
No, right now I'm pushing my own money into the marketplace right now. So it's on the development phase right now. So the marketplace now only generate like 20% of what I need for to keep it alive.
That's pretty good for starting, right? I mean, I think a lot. Yeah, because a lot of in the old business world, a lot of startups lose money for the first 5 years. Yeah, at least the first 2, 3.
Yeah. No, I think after this year, I'm gonna be good.
Yo, can I just tell you, because I
Yeah.
haven't told you this in here in a recorded space, Corgi Studios is a fucking gem, bro. Like, every time I go over there, I'm blown away by the UI, UX, the whole experience. It looks fucking boss, dude. So, really, really good job.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a lot of changes for the website right now. I think this is the third time I do the UI changing. Yeah, if you were here like a few months earlier, the first UI sucked, like really sucked.
That's cool, man. We were here for Abisu's first version. That shit was not good. But like, we've all come a long way.
Yeah, man, I'm expanding the team too. So we start with like 2, and now we have six developers.
That's awesome. We need more developers here on Kronos. If anybody has any ideas about how to entice developers to build here, hit that mic button. Work. What are you doing to make money around here?
I'm following you around.
Good enough, right? People make money in here, except for me.
All right, so 10 Thundercats gets you 0% taxes on which dexes? Or is it everywhere?
Everywhere. No
What?
shit. Yeah, because when you get whitelisted, it's on the contract. So wherever you trade Thunder, you will have no taxes. And same with when you send it to people, right? That's why we want everybody to get there. Like, we want everybody that comes in here every day to build themselves up to that point where, like, they're bringing in new people. They're the onboarder. You know,
I misunderstood. I thought you
And
meant
can I
and when
say
you
that
have no
all
taxes, then
dexes.
you can send all the Thunder you've been making to other people, and they get the full amount. You know, it's not so bad
ETH
the other
token
way.
holders don't have that privilege.
Well, it's not so bad the other way because the 10% is going into liquidity anyways. But, like, you know, people like to get those round numbers. If I want to put it into
Did you hear what I
liquidity,
said,
I'll do it
Elba?
myself like a big boy. What?
I said ETH token holders don't even get that privilege. So that was thrown around for ETH token holders, but it never got solidified.
ETH
So
token holders
I think that's pretty dope.
Bro, ETH token holders that asked for it got it. Straight up. Bang.
Well, they did, but at the same time, it wasn't a blanket thing, and like that just shows you like that was something we were going to try to give to the OGs only, and now it's going to go out to anybody that mints 10, which is appropriate for me because you're providing liquidity with that mint money or whatever.
Well, yeah, and it's not just for anybody because you have to hold the Thunder token as well. That's what I said. You got to mint 10 or have 10 and a Thunder token.
Crap. I didn't hear that part. Now I got to go buy one.
Thunder token?
Oh, get out of here, word. You got like 4.
We've been handing those out for too long. Too long. There's only 420 and there's 380 holders. So,
yeah, if you need one, hit workup.
Bo Real, King T, how you making money? Well, I've noticed how you're making money around here. I like it. I saw those water bottles that you made today. Those look dope.
Yeah, man. I was actually here all night pressing those up, getting those out to a little company that ordered those. But as far as DeFi, the only way right now, I mean, I'm still new to crypto, so I'm basically just doing basically all of the beginner stuff, which is just staking. I heard what y'all said today, so today will be my first day of lending because I do have enough just sitting in my wallet, not really accumulating, so I can do that. But also outside of that, I do custom NFT merch. I got a system where I try to accommodate my customers as best as I can, and my customer basically created the design. I give them all in full control. I got sweatsuits, sweaters, jumpsuits, t-shirts. Basically, I try to get anything that's asked for, that's requested.
And you ship worldwide?
And I ship worldwide.
Amazing.
Worldwide, and I don't charge no extra, anything. I'm trying to get my business off the ground, so I'm trying to support and give back as much as.
That's what's up, man. And we're here to help you. One hand washes the other. Like, as much as we can help you with DeFi, we're here for it. Like, we want to use you to make merchandise 100%. I'm emailing you.
My bad. My
file.
phone went off. My bad.
No, it's all good, man.
But yeah,
I'm
I
looking
appreciate
forward.
the
I'm
game.
looking forward to
I
working with you.
appreciate the game. Most definitely, I'm looking forward to working with you too. I actually DM'd you today, so whenever you're ready to talk about some ideas, man, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to work with you.
Oh, no doubt. I got your email, bro. I'm sending the files over on
All right,
email.
I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll let y'all know how my lending experience go for the first time.
Oh, hell yeah. Take it easy, boss. Marcus.
All right.
Besides Tectonic, besides Mad Max, how you making money around here?
I'm gonna bring it back to reality a little bit.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Look, it's P Rabbit. personally, I can't say I've made a lot of money in the space. I've had a couple wins here and there that make me see the potential, and I can see the potential long term. Even if I just hold until it goes to $1, I'm making money hand over fist. So I do play a much longer game than I think a lot of people. I could be wrong there. I'm used to playing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years to even make um, a double up. That's what I'm used to seeing. So I'm pretty content, even with a 90% decrease, just sitting pretty. Um, I don't think I need to make money day after day, because when you make a big bag, that goes a long way, and that's I would say my position.
Interesting, Marcus. Do you have kids? No.
I do. Yep.
You do? How many kids?
I got one. She's 7, turning 8 in March.
Wow. Look at you.
Yes, sir.
Good for you, man. I take money out. I try to take money out every day. I know that must sound crazy because it's a bear market, but what I'm doing is I'm pushing myself. I didn't used to do this, but I'm pushing myself to make profit daily on my trades and take it out and put it in my bank account, or my wife's, let's call it. I'm always talking about how I pay my mortgage with Matic, and I do every single month. That's using things like spaceship finance. That's doing things like just swing trading it. I used to just fucking swing trade. I didn't know how to long. I didn't know how to short, but I had a good feeling about the swing of things. Right?
Swing trading's still long and shorting. It's just doing it back and forth over and over.
Yeah.
It's just you're not leveraging on top of it.
Especially on the crypto.com app, because I was trying to stack those diamonds. So I would leave $25 worth of liquidity on the app. And every day at like 7:30 p.m., I would swap for something. Going up or going down. We're trying to make some profit and some diamonds at the same time. And the game was see how long, because it has to be a $20 trade to get the 5 diamonds, right? So the game was how long can you keep making, because they take a fucking cut, bro. My God. On $25, they're taking like they're probably taking in between like 3 and 5% every time you trade. So it's difficult, right? It's difficult to swing trade and keep it above $20, but
I don't think you can. I don't think it's really realistic.
Oh, fuck you, Marcus. I did it for like a week and a half one time.
And then lost it all slowly?
And then I had to add some Crow from DeFi to get it back over 20. Don't judge me.
I'm not, but there's got to be better ways to swing trade, better places to go.
The thing I kick myself about is not storing up the diamonds better. Like me and Kazan started stacking diamonds back in the day when there was nothing you could buy with them besides mystery boxes. We were like, there's got to be something else coming. Check the fucking tapes, because that's when I knew we were onto something. When the shit that we were just like stone talking at night about, like when that shit started happening, we were like, okay. It's not just bull market vibes. It's not just everything I buy goes up. I'm right about shit. That's when I knew. It was the fucking diamonds, Marcus. Stop laughing.
Once you find yourself in that headspace of I'm right about shit, you can make the biggest mistakes of your life.
Oh, yeah. Biggest mistake so far was Solana. I was dead wrong. Dead ass wrong. Here's the problem.
Exactly.
If it had hit 3, if it had gone down to original support levels, I would have fucking bought it, Marcus, and then I'd be their biggest supporter. Unfortunately, I made the wrong call, and then my angst turns into vitriol. So like it's It's misdirected.
Oh, that's a good word. Give me that word. What's that mean? Vitriol?
Life is to admit you're right or admit you're on the right track.
There you go. See?
Oh shit, that's the definition. I thought he was mocking you. Oh, that's great.
Oh, vitriol. It's like
Isn't it like contempt for something?
yeah, it's anger. It's
Okay.
spicy.
I like it. All right, all right.
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it anyway because that's not close enough.
Unicorns. Well, let us know, Marcus. Jesus. What's going on? How do you make money in DeFi? Was that a curveball? Did you not know what you were walking into coming up here?
You just rugged. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, all right. Everyone's getting the same question. What are you doing around here to make money?
Me?
Yeah, in DeFi.
In DeFi, well, I help other projects. That's mainly what I've been doing is just helping other people. I haven't bought too much crypto. I haven't bought too many NFTs because I just barely got into buying it. Maybe like 8 months ago, whenever I met you guys. But I work for a company, or I have a company called LushLink, and we do basically making web easy for people. We have an art generative tool. We have a couple of developers and things like that. So I haven't really made any money on NFTs and crypto because I refuse to sell any of them.
So 8 months ago, not a terrible time to get in, right? Because like you didn't go all in 8 months ago. You probably started small.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just little by little. Like I'm on crypto.com, right? So I started buying Crow. Then I bought like Dog Mars. I bought like 1 billion tokens, and then I just started slow. Then I just started figuring out about everything, and then like I get into these spaces, and I'll buy some from people that are like, nice on the spaces and stuff. But if I go in there and they're a bunch of dickheads, I'm like, why the fuck would I even want to support any of that? So,
be nice to him, y'all. Be nice to him, and he'll buy your NFTs. Jesus Christ,
it's really not because I don't like NFTs. To me, I just buy like, I don't even fucking know. I don't plan on making any money in the next 10 years. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I check in 10 years and I have one that's worth money, I might sell it or I might keep it.
Now, this is a great attitude to have because all you can do is win, right? You got the lowest of expectations. I'm not going to make any money at all. I'm just buying NFTs. And then if you make $1,
essentially the biggest part for me is networking because like I have this web development, I have a jewelry company, and I have a construction company, and I'm sitting here like I don't know much about NFTs and crypto and stuff like that because I haven't really bought into it, but meeting everybody and hearing everything and then finding out what's going on is the most important thing to me, really.
That is the most important thing. The network that we've been building here for the past year and a half is unstoppable. We got people like Kazan, right? Who's been here with me since day one. We don't talk up here in front of you guys every day, but like that's my day one roll dog. He's in Germany. He's a international business expert. He's our secret weapon. We got Mike Dub down there, right? Like this network doesn't stop. The mycelium has been spreading for 16 months. And I'll tell you what, that was like that was in the worst conditions that crypto has ever seen. So just wait till people start asking questions about how to get in again. And you guys have been here stacking, compounding, long and short, hedging your bets, learning how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, since meeting you guys, like I know a shit ton more, and now I actually have some like ground to stand on when I'm talking about like NFTs and things like that. Before I just know the coding side, but now I feel like I got a leg up or something.
Bro, and that's how we all like we are better off when you know more, right? So like the more we all do this, the better off we all are. It's so simple to me, but like sometimes I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall. Like we just got to help each other. And then the bullshit isn't even gonna it's not gonna bug us when we're functioning properly and we're firing on all cylinders, because it repels that shit. It fucking keeps it out. Not like gatekeeping, just like we're building too much good shit to have a bunch of slackers come in. They were getting off with it easy in the bull market. And you know what? They were getting off with it easy for the past year while it was going down. We can't keep making it easy for them. Every single time someone loses everything, it's from carelessness. We got to stay on our toes.
It's carelessness or believing in someone that's bullshit. Like that SBF stuff, like that shit was obvious from like a million miles away, but fucking obviously millions of people fell for it.
Yo, he still thinks he's innocent though. He's still on Twitter. This shit, like, you can't write this stuff.
He's playing the dumb card, which is not going to work over time. You know, it'll work in the short term, but I mean, eventually he's going to try to do something else. He's got to make money somehow.
Well, I'll tell you what it's done. It's got smart people thinking that there's something bigger going on. Like, people that I believe what they're saying are sounding like real conspiracy theorists when they start talking about SBF and being a useful idiot. And they needed him to launder money because it used to be Epstein. Like, this shit gets wild, bro.
Do you know anyone that actually invested in FTX? Because I don't know a soul.
No, but I was watching some baseball clips and I started getting heated. I remember I used to get pissed off even when FTX was operational. I was like, why they got to be on the umpires? But now it hits different. It hits different when you see FTX on a jersey. That's a wait, and they're coming back though. The FTX saga is a never-ending story. Like, I hope no one thinks this is ending anytime soon. This is
no. I bet you a bunch of them will go out like they did though. I mean, I don't think crypto.com by any means it has too good of a name, and I solely believe in it just because the name is so good.
It's a great name, huh?
Yeah, it is. I mean, and then the other ones, like shitty ones, like I don't want to name any ones, but I think there's a few that'll go out like
Binance.
I was gonna.
I'm gonna start saying Binance like Trump used to say China. Tough crowd. Legion, where you been, man?
What's up, Alpha? No, I just been taking care of some business in IRL and shit, man. You were asking earlier, right? What am I doing what are we doing to make some money in DeFi?
Yeah.
Right now, what I'm doing, bro, I'm working my ass off at nighttime in IRL, making some extra dope so I can put it into the fucking space. Because how much can I expect from the space right now, right? We can't expect to make too much right now, but what I can do, right? What is in my control is just keep on paying attention, keep on hanging out with the groups that are building. There's a lot of us. Well, there's a lot of y'all. I'm just paying attention. But there's too much going on to dwell on any negativity. Again, right? I said it before and I'll say it again. We're on fucking crypto.com, right? Up to date, there's nothing wrong with us, man. We should just keep on building and keep on doing what we're doing right now. But I'm just trying to make more money, man. Trying to make more money so I can throw it into DeFi, into crypto.com, into Bitcoin, into I don't know. What do you guys go? What do you think? And that's my little girl in the background, guys. I apologize. That's why I'm always on mute.
Nah,
yeah.
We love hearing the kids in the background.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
It's true. it's a big family here, and I want everyone to be making money. You know, like hearing you say that, I almost felt like, oh shit, why am I taking money out of the system?
It's cool though. I
It's a
mean,
good
it's
question.
everybody has their own, their own way of playing the game. I just figured, um, I have some extra time. I do have a family, right? I do have my shit going on, but at nighttime, I figured that I could, go out there and get myself a little part-time job and make some money while the rest of the fam is sleeping. And that's what's been giving me the edge. I even feel better, right? I even feel better coming home at midnight or why not after a shift. I feel good. I pop open the computer and I see what's going on. I feel good because I'm not depending on the market, right, to feed my pockets. Like I have my shit settled. And now I just have to think, who am I going to invest in, right? I'm not. I am an investor. We are all investors, and to be called anything else, fuck that. I work hard in real life, and I'm not gonna just throw my money into anything, right? Especially if I'm not gonna get the respect that we all deserve, not just me, but you, me, and our neighbor to our left and our right. So I mean, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. There's plenty of good folks here, and I'm hype as ever.
That's awesome, man. That sounds nice. I just realized how fucking stressful it is to rely on the market. Like
Yeah.
I never stop thinking about it. That's
Well,
exhausting.
I don't think any of us stop thinking about it, Alpha. It's gonna become second nature if you're meant to stay here. It's gonna become second nature. This is you're gonna breathe it. You're gonna, you're already breathing it. Eating it. We see it every day. We hear about it every day. We speak about it every day. So if you've been in this for X amount of time, like this should be second nature to you. I've had discussions with the wife to be about how it got awkward at moments, guys. I'm not gonna lie, right? She'll it gets difficult, right? When you have a family, you have kids or why not, because you end up spending so much time and you don't even notice it until other folks around you start telling you, right? But at the end of the day, I have to stay focused, right? And that's what I explained to my wife, to my lady. I have to stay focused. Luckily, we both have a decent head on our shoulders, right? And we're gonna just keep on working, right? Keep on working. She's doing her game. I'm doing my game, and the end goal here is to win, right? And nothing in life that's good ever comes easy, right? And if it does, it doesn't fucking last, right? Um,
That's
so I
why I
think,
know that this is so good, man. Because this
yeah,
has not been easy. And we say it every night. This is not easy. Show somebody else how to do it because it's not easy. And that's why we do this twice a day. Because every single show, we're helping, if not one person, tens of people, hundreds of people. We got thousands of people that listen in every day. 2,000 something individual listeners. Shout out to Super Spaces IO for getting us some data. That's pretty cool. But bro, taking money out of the system, you just helped me realize why I'm doing it. It's for my wife, It's so she sees that this is real. That you can pay the bills with Crow. That you can pay the mortgage with Matic. And it's a beautiful thing. Especially when I'm buying it at 75, selling it at $1.03, and buying back at 97 and selling it again at $1.01. Like, I'm good enough at it that I can take money out of Matic and not feel like I'm taking money out of the system, even though that's exactly what I'm doing.
That's not a bad
I
thing.
don't know. Makes sense to me.
Money moves around all day, and money being able to move around is the whole point of this.
Yeah, man. Some of it, like, it seems too
100%
good to be
true.
true on a daily basis because some of the patterns that I find myself falling into, constantly trading and making money on every day, I'm like, this can't last, right? Because so many rugs have been pulled out from under me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm making $400 a day with Sky G. Nope. I'm making $200 a day over here with MMF. Nope. I'm not trying to get comfortable, but I am finding some really good stuff. Spaceship Finance is doing it for me on a daily basis. I'm digging it. Yogi, what are you digging?
Oh, I don't really make money on a day-to-day basis. I'm more of a, I mean, I have some staking pools and some LP staking and all that, but I'm more of a long-term investor, I would say, because I'm just keep stacking shit up.
In the long run, that's the most profitable
Right?
thing.
I mean, yeah.
To buy and hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I've been, since I got in, which I got in, like I tell everybody, I got in at that 21, right before that 21 high. So I picked a bad time. But since then, I've just been constantly putting in and my DCA and dropping my DCA and getting ready for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me this, Yogi. Have you messed around with any of this leverage stuff we've been talking about?
I did, but then I got out because I got scared. So I was like, yeah, I'm not messing with it. I did. I threw like 300 crow in it on Tectonic, and then I
fair enough.
Like I think I 4x'd it or something like that with the leverage, and then crow was moving around too much, so I got out before I really.
Yeah, I mean, the more you leverage, the crazier it gets, and I cannot stress this enough. Like, we joke around and we have a really good time in here. When I say that I almost shit my pants, I almost shit my pants. When it was at 99%, and I was my loan to value ratio was at 79.9, and I was about to lose 250,000 crow. I was scared, and that happened in less than an hour. And luckily, I found out that crow was down because I was in a Twitter space with y'all. And you guys were like, well, it just went down to 7. And I was like, what? Saved my ass. Saved all of our asses. And now I'm a little bit smarter. Not a lot, but a little bit.
But anyway, but I mainly came up here today. If you hold Chronoballs and you in the Discord, can you please make sure y'all verify that y'all holding the Chronoballs. And if y'all have any issues or if y'all have your Chronoball staked, just DM me on Discord and I will get it sorted for you if you send me your Oxaddy.
How's that working out, Yogi?
It's working good, man. I'm loving it. I'm guessing they liking it too. I ain't got kicked out yet.
It seems like it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause for our new Chronoballs Discord community manager?
I think that's a great place for him.
Oh, hell yeah. So Yogi, Joe Q, they got quite the squad building up over there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, we got good things coming.
And Chronoballs is a legit 501c3 nonprofit business. So
can I write off the NFTs I bought?
You can.
You sure can, buddy.
Get with Chronoballs, or maybe Kuka might be able to handle that for you. Send you the information.
Oh, that's hot.
That is hot, Marcus. What are you, Paris Hilton?
Not
hey,
that hot.
we got V-Chain in the house. See our guy Bread down there. Good driver reward token. What's up, Sean? New America. Sphinx. Let's talk cross-chain. God damn, man. I think Thundercats should be a cross-chain NFT project. What do you guys think? We could drop some of them on Polygon. That would be smart. Tough crowd. Well, we'll bring Sphinx up here. We'll see what Sphinx has to say.
What's up, dude? It's been a while.
What up?
I've been busy as fuck, dude.
It has. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
I've been busy as fuck. Um, I would answer like how I make money every day on DeFi, but like I don't necessarily. So I just hold shit.
That's okay. I worded it wrong, right? Like you don't have to be making money every day. I don't make money every day. I'm setting goals for myself these days, to try and be productive. But like if you got a play that you're comfortable with, that you do over and over again, everyone would like to know.
I mean, is it a bit shilly to say, Sphinx? Because that's pretty much what I do.
No, man. If it's working, like that's it.
Yeah. So I mean, like every day, like as far as what I do, like I try to just invest in stuff long term. Like I don't really expect to make a lot of money probably for like 5 years, just because like I don't know, I hold stuff that I think has real potential for things. Like I mean, what I make daily is like I just stake my Sphinx and I stake my Sphinx Crow NFTs and I just make Crow all the time. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I just put all my stuff
Yeah, what
there.
else do you need, right? It's like
Yeah.
you got Crow every day around here, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's the main goal. And then, the rest of my time is spent just being on the core team over here trying to get things going. So speaking of, I'll do a soft show real quick, but we got an NFT mint coming up on Wednesday. It's going to be huge. It's on BNB, or sorry, it's on BSC, not BNB. You buy it with BNB, but it's going to be used for our Sphinx chain that's coming out pretty soon, and it's going to be like some crazy shit, man. We're gonna have some hyper pools, which I can't really.
Yeah, you gotta slow it down. Hold up.
Yeah.
I just took a big hit. Hold on. Sorry.
You hear,
This one's going over my head. So you guys are on to your third chain now.
bro? We just added support for Polygon, so I think we're up to like 8 chains.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm way behind.
Yeah, we're grinding the fuck out of this, dude. Like,
Holy shit.
we're about to come out with our own chain too pretty soon. So
Yeah, that's why I was saying slow down. So hold on, 8 chains, and now you're building your own, which means Sphinx is gonna be a coin.
yeah, so it's gonna be layer 1 proof of stake and proof of work hybrid. We've been working on it for over a year now. So all these like blockchains pop up all the time, right? But like to actually do it correctly, it takes a hell of a lot of work. So we've been building that for a while, and these NFTs are going to play a part in that. We're going to have some new pools that I don't think anybody's really done before. I can't really spill the beans on that yet necessarily, but it's going to be pretty crazy. And these NFTs that we're minting right now are actually a prerequisite. Like if you're chosen to be a validator for the chain, you're going to have to hold one of these at least. So it's pretty crazy.
That sounds dope. Oh man, that sounds so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
Makes perfect sense too.
Yes.
Like this is big picture, like what a perfect evolution looks like for a project. You start on one chain, you bridge, you build, you gain holders, you gain value and liquidity on all these chains, and then you start your own chain.
Yeah,
and
man.
now it's like that solves so many problems.
It's been crazy, dude. Like that's why I haven't been in very often, because like we kind of shortened the team down a little just to like the core of us, right? So I mean, I've just been like all day, every day, just writing, doing all kinds of random shit that I gotta do. So it's been like a while.
No, I can imagine, man.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you keep coming in, because we would love to stay on top of the development at Sphinx.
Oh yeah.
Damn, maybe you guys should sponsor the space or something. That's probably the best way to do it.
Shit, I'm down, dude.
We can talk about it. Troops, what's up? Where you been? There he is.
Evening.
Evening.
What's up? Yeah, I've been a bit like a similar story to a few people who actually I've just heard chatting just just busy as fuck, man. Just IRL, just all of a sudden. I don't know if it's like the post Christmas. I don't know. Life, like home life, was crazy. Everyone was fucking sick, and then we got over being sick, and that was cool. And then work was, you know, I make my money, unfortunately, working 9 till 5 for the man. So that was pretty busy. So I thought I had to put a little bit of focus on that. And then we've just been doing a bunch of stuff in the background, to be honest. We've got a load of cool stuff kind of building in the works, but I'm just, you know, usually I'm loud and we're always got something going on. So this year we're starting off with a slightly different tact of just like building a lot of cool shit in the background. And then when it's ready, when it's actually built, when it's there, then we'll come and start telling everybody about it.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
we're
I
pretty
like
close. We're pretty
We
close
got a
to
lot.
having
We
some
got a
cool
lot
stuff.
of. We got a lot of family people, family men, family women, in our group here. It's
Yeah.
bigger than just crofam at this point. I mean, you just look at the speaker box here. We got Sphinx. We got Bread. We're definitely talking about a lot more than just Kronos these days.
Oh, absolutely. And I know you've had the conversation, you know, with Mrs. Alpha, and Legion touched on it there. And like all the dudes and girls, in fact, will have been in that position. And it's a lot, you know. And one of the things we're focusing on this year, well, the early part of this year is on the 5 pillars. We're focusing particularly on give and just a little bit more around sort of charity and looking after people and thinking about each other, because it's an important pillar that's always been there, and we want to do a lot around that. And it leads into this whole thing about the kind of the burden, the pressure, the stress. Even though this is supposed to be, for most of us, probably got into it as a kind of a fun thing, as a little side hustle, a hobby, whatever it might have been. But then without realizing it sometimes, I mean, there are projects who now, you know, are different, who have started up, they know what NFTs are all about, and they come in to start a project and they know a little bit more. But for a lot of us from the early stages, I think if people are being honest, they didn't really know what you were getting into. You didn't really know how much time it was going to take. You didn't know what was going to be involved. You didn't know that it was going to take, you know, every night, every day. And like Legion said, you know, you don't realize the time you're investing and probably the people you're ignoring until they stand up in front of you and say, "Do you know you're ignoring us?" You go, "Oh shit!" And then they say, "That's okay though. You're ignoring us, but like, you know, are you making us any extra money? What's the hustle bringing in?" And you're like, well, it kind of was. Now it's not, because crew is not worth it. And you know, and then you have to have these tough conversations with your family. But it's you know, it's a lot. It's a lot for people to manage, and I think it's good for everybody just to know that everyone's in the same boat. Most people are in the same boat. It doesn't matter whether you're, you know, it's weird because I work 9 till 5. I've said it a lot. I've a pretty successful career, pretty successful job, good salary. All my shit's taken care of pretty much. But there's still a burden. There's now like running this project has now created a new burden when it was supposed to be the opposite. I'm loving it and it's all good, but you have to be able to. It took probably the first 6 months. I didn't really bring my family into it. And then I was like, actually, if this is going to work, we have to sit down and have some conversations about what it actually is and what it isn't. And that probably goes for family, friends, anybody.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I don't know if we've ever really touched on that, because we dance around the topic a lot, but I don't know. I don't know how successful you can be on or in Web3 if you do it alone. Like you have us, but like if you leave your family out of the picture.
Yeah, or if you don't have family and it's your friends, like you'll find that you've completely isolated yourself. If you've just got us, which is great because we're an awesome family, and we always tell people in our Discord, you know, you're never alone. You don't ever, no matter what's going on, you come and talk to somebody anytime. And we've had a number of people. We've had some serious conversations with, you know, people in pretty bad shape. But if you get so into it, which we all are, just remember to kind of step away, find somebody like physical, real, who you can connect with, a colleague at work, or just somebody. Like maybe don't even talk about this, but it's good if you can share what you're doing here with somebody in the real world too, I think.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
shill it. You just have to
No, just talk
learn
about it.
how to
Somebody who,
talk about it.
yeah, somebody who'll listen to you. You know, they might like. I originally started off telling my brother, who was like most of the time he was laughing about it and shaking his head and like challenging it, but that's fine, whatever. That's still a conversation about it, you know.
I think the funny way to put that is like touch grass every now and then, but like to be completely real is like, you got to take time away from it as well, like especially if you have a family, because like you got to pay attention to that because you can get kind of lost in the sauce a little bit. I think we all
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why I just thought I would chill a little bit. I mean, I, we've worked hard. We've built a great project. We've got a really good community, and I was just working hard all the time. And I was like, no, I don't actually need to. This will run. It will tick along. I just need to keep delivering the stuff. But I get up at like 7 a.m., do a little bit before I start work. And then I work usually from sort of 8:30 till maybe 6:30. Then I chill with the family for a couple of hours. And then I'm onto the computer and I'm degenning it from like 8 in the evening until 2 in the morning. And then I'm back up again at 7. And like I've done that solid for a year, well, more than a year, because like my DGen hours was the only time I could connect with all of you pretty much, like the North American folks. So and that's genuine, solid, almost every day for a year and a half. And I was like, actually, maybe I just need to chill because I didn't need to. I've got a great team around us, and everybody here will have awesome teams and people around them probably. And so, you can let
And
go a little and
that's the
give yourself a bit
beautiful
of time.
thing about building in a decentralized environment, right? Like, I'm amazed at how well the Discord functions without me, right? Like, Murph has that thing running. Like, he's a military guy. I'm sure that comes in handy. But like that that Discord runs like a fine-tuned machine, and I don't
Yeah,
I don't have to be there, and that's
and that's because you put the work in, right, and surround yourself with the right people.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
and
everybody, the guys down there will be laughing because everyone knows I'm a little bit of a control freak. I mean, this is like
it's
technical
hard. It's
project.
hard to let
Yeah,
go. It's hard
it's
to
what I
let go
do
of
in the
your
real world,
IP.
right? Yeah, that's
You
my
know,
job
like, oh
in
my
the real
god, I
world.
have nightmares about like what could happen to the logo if I don't
Yeah,
follow
it's your
real
baby. It's your baby.
copyright law. Yeah, but like
Yeah,
this is DeFi, and we're making it up as we go. That's just
yeah.
that's just keeping it 100 with everybody.
Something resonated with me that you said earlier. Actually, that's why I came up. You guys were talking about all the different ways of making money, and you were saying like you're now giving yourself targets and you're doing your daily stuff that you do. And it was interesting that you said kind of some days you think like it's too easy and it can't be real, and like how can you just be making money every day and it's going to end somewhere. And it just made me kind of think that like this is how the rich have been getting richer for 100 years, is because they're the ones who have been playing this game, in the stock market and kind of keeping the common man. I mean, anybody can get into stock and whatnot, but when you've got a bunch of money, it's easier to play with a bunch of money, especially in that world, in the real world. And it's always been kind of kept away, and that's a lot of what DeFi and the blockchain is doing. It's allowing the common man like us to get involved in some of that game. And so it is real, and it is absolutely possible because those guys have been doing it for years, for generations.
Yeah, and it's important that she sees it, that I continue to stick to the program that I've set. But like this is really interesting because this is why I got into this stuff in the first place before we ever started these spaces. It was my passion for DeFi, which I barely understood, but just the fact that I can send money to anyone, anytime. Nobody can stop me. Um, that's mind blowing to people that aren't here yet. You know, uh, the government will freeze your bank account faster than anything. The bank will take your money when you don't have any. Right? I've been overdrafted enough times to never look back.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm old enough to remember banks before overdrafting was a thing. So
Yeah.
like it's all a scam. Everything around you is a scam. But like we have such an amazing opportunity here to build something beautiful that lasts.
Absolutely. I see Tex has got his hand up. Like, just to reiterate that. Absolutely. One thing that we'll all have in common, like we've all got differences here in this space and in all the different chains and all of crypto, but I guarantee almost every single person will have that common uh, sort of thread of just being able to control their own shit. I don't want to go as far as to say anti-government, but it's definitely a thread of I want to control some of my own stuff. I want to be in control of my finance, and everybody will have that thread of why they got in here in the first place. Sorry, Tex.
Oh, no worries. It harkens back to the time in middle school and elementary school, or middle school and high school, when I was a big anti-flag and no FX fan. I don't know if you ever listened to those bands, but anti-disestablishment. I used to be really big into that. Becoming a teacher kind of made me the man. So, uh, but sending money to my cousin and my sister-in-law in China anytime I need to saves a lot of fees. But back on that, passive income and being able to have the ability to make money with money. I think about like gumball machines. It costs 5 cents to buy a gumball, and you sell it for a quarter. And if you have one gumball machine, it makes you $50 a month. Then you can use that first gumball machine profits to make another one, and then all of a sudden you have 10 gumball machines, each of them making you $50 a month. Now you have $500 a month on just selling gum.
That's a hell of a racket, Texas. But how are you making money in DeFi?
How am I making money on DeFi?
Yeah.
I am looking for tokens with IGO opportunities. I'm leveraging that. I am making
But that's
liquidity.
once every what, 2 weeks if you're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than just VVS for IGOs.
That's a lot of letters for the newbies. He's talking about very, very simple finance on Kronos, which is where we all found our first IGOs, which is an initial gem offering, which is the same as a initial coin offering, or on the stock market, an initial
Public offering, IPO.
yes, public offering. Thank you, Texas. It's all the same shit. And I love what Troops was saying earlier about how it is real. It's just hard to believe because this is what the rich people were blocking us out of the whole time. We're speculating and leverage trading and I don't know, all the
There's a
shit that we're
whole
doing.
stock market that happens after hours that people don't know about. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah, because there's no way that rich people are that patient.
Right. People are buying and selling and making trades outside of the operating hours through back alleys and dark webs,
Yeah,
but
what is
it's
after hours
acceptable.
trading? I always saw that on Robinhood. It said like aftermarket and pre-market trading. So where does
Could you
that happen?
could you imagine if the Nasdaq ran 24/7 just like crypto?
I can't, because I mean, it's an idea. Do you think that crypto will kind of make that shit obsolete because it is 24/7?
I mean, when Robinhood started accepting crypto and started using crypto, I thought like you're gonna start seeing people purchasing uh, these type of assets with crypto. Like you could buy Apple stock with, Bitcoin or vice versa. And that's what I think on the horizon will eventually happen. But GameFi, gamified finance, that's really exciting. I wanted to be taking an established game and making it fun by playing it. And the money, the profit, the token, whatever the accolades
What
is
game?
secondary.
What
I'm fine
game?
with Tetris. Let's do Tetris. If you play Tetris at the end of the month, you don't get any, like, the points lock in, and then you can trade it in for, boosters and merchandise. And
What if I told you that Bach and I were working on a Monopoly game that uses crypto?
as long as it's not where I can have more money than you, and it just becomes so difficult to compete with you because you have, 30 times the amount of money I do, I'm good with it. Or if you do decide that it's going to have that type of function, it has to have ladders or rankings or tier system where, like, you have the whales, you have the dolphins, you have the crabs, and then you have the minnows, and you make it so the minnows can eventually rise up.
Wow. I'm with you, man. Texas, you are fired up tonight, and it's a breath of fresh air. You were really bumming out hard. What was that, this morning?
Over the last couple days, it's just the realization that news, I mean, I have to be part of the news, not just let the news come to me. With, you see the Bored Apes and the Doodles and other companies, they're producing content, using their IP, putting their stuff on, on cars. I'm going to do the same.
I don't know, man. Doodles gets the same, if not more, flack that Loaded Lions does for having terrible communication. They had some news come out today from their camp about, like, buying or acquiring a production studio, an animation studio. And then the backlash was negative, bro. Because people were like, oh, so this is like making up for, like, never tweeting. And it's like, wow. So it's not just us.
I mean, the lackluster FIFA World Cup, not a Lion, not seeing the Lions at the merchandise store, at, the Crypto.com arena, or in the 76ers.
Hey, you guys can keep crying. Cry them all the way down to 1,200 because I'm trying to buy back in under where I sold.
Right. Not seeing the Lions in the gem store. I'm convinced that there's some purchasing of Lions or NFTs by themselves. And what would be the greatest way to get someone to use that app more often is if you can get one of these highly desired NFTs through making trades every day.
I see that in your future, Texas. In the near future.
Near future.
Yeah. So
do you know what
check
was
it out,
cool?
y'all.
Oh,
go ahead, Troops. But I just want to let everyone know we got 11 minutes here until our third and final 420. So if you've got something to tell this community, you better hit that mic button. And tweet out the room, bottom right. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I haven't done my admin. Yeah. Interestingly, this week when it definitely did help. But it wasn't even like I wasn't taking a break, not by any means. It just so happened that I was busy. Like, I had my kid at an athletic competition on Sunday, and then I did something with the boys on Saturday, I think, and then today I took Arlo to some like homeschooling thing where we made slime. So it's just been cool, just doing IRL stuff. But it has inadvertently just given me a bit of an extra boost, and I think that's all you need sometimes, whether it's deliberate or not. Just put a break in there to do something. And I was still in the Discord. I was still hanging. I still listened to stuff. I was still seeing the guys all doing their thing, and it was just kind of chill. But one of the cool things that I did see was, at least in the last 4 or 5 days, I saw at least 3 separate people come back into the Discord, names I recognized, who hadn't been around for a long, long time. And they were like, oh, yeah, hey, what's up, troops? I took like 2-3 months off when the market was down. Like, I had to take some time out, blah, blah, blah. But it was super positive. They were like, it's awesome to come back and see that, troops are still here. My troopers have been staking. I've been earning this and that. And it was great. It was a good buzz for us and for the team to be like, yep, we're still here. And it was great for those people who invested earlier to be able to, probably in most cases, they probably had a bit of a forced hiatus. They probably had to get back to a bit of IRL. But it's good to see some people, not just for troops, but I guess just with the market on a little bit of a more positive side, seeing people starting to maybe trickle back in, which is nice.
It's been a hell of a year, Troops. We're only
Sure is.
what, 3 weeks in exactly, and all 3 of them have been green. So I'm in the same camp. We got people coming in to the spaces that we haven't seen in a long time, and we are standing here with open arms. Unless you left with $1,500 that wasn't yours last time, then we're still looking for you. But
Right.
the rest of you are welcome back with open arms. It's like, must be nice to find everything where you left it. You know, we're still doing these shows twice a day. Troops is still rocking them 5 pillars all over Kronos. Chimps are still number 1. That'll never change.
Love the chimps. I'll do. You ask people to come up and give something important to say. So I'll do a little bit of a soft shell just because I am one of the things that we are building on that is probably the next. We've got a whole bunch of burn mechanisms and stuff lined up. Like I think the early part of this year, that's one of the key things from a core troopers perspective. We're looking to try and get a little bit deflationary, burn some stuff for people to get new stuff, and just have a lot of games and fun with the
Is this
collections
the
that we've got.
NFTs or the token?
This is the NFTs. So this is
Okay.
like what we want to do is try and like build a little bit more value from those ones that people got for free via the token. So we did like the skills mint and we did the sketches mint. So we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. The first one's going to be skills. There'll be a bit of a burn, but I'll come back to that. One of the things that's kind of a little bit separate that I wanted to talk about was the Crow Draw app that we're getting close to releasing. So again, it's all part of this give pillar. What we've been wanting to do for a while, because everyone knows in Troops, we do a bunch of kind of giveaway type stuff. We do like raffles with our token, but we wanted to do something a little bit more official. So LK came to me like in the summer last year with like a pretty well developed mechanism for like a lottery, pretty simple lottery system with like various different distributions back. So we've built this application. It's probably about 90% there. We're just finalizing the front end and moving into test called Crow Draw. And it's essentially, I think there's been a few others, but for me, I think it's going to be the first sort of fully automated on-chain Kronos lottery system. A weekly draw, you buy your tickets, all that goes into the pot. 70% of the pot is then distributed back in winnings. I won't go into all the distribution, but we'll make all that will be public in due course. 15% goes into a charity pot and 15% goes back to the project. So we've been testing around the mechanism. It's awesome. We've been working closely with Crosmodev, who a lot of people will know. He's helped us develop it. We worked with Witnet, which I know a lot of you know as well. We got a $1,000 grant off them to use their randomization technology. So it's been cool. It's been a great build. It's looking really sharp. LK did all the graphic work and the UI and stuff. And we think it's going to be a lot of fun. And recently we've been testing the concept using our Troopers tokens. So we've been running a weekly Troopers raffle. So anybody who's in Troopers can go in and kind of see exactly how the mechanism works. You can play and you can kind of get a feel for how Crow Draw will work when we change it to Crow. The tickets are going to be around about $3. It's probably going to be pegged at about $3 a ticket. To enter the raffle, you'll get a discount by burning Troopers tokens, and there's a few other little mechanisms in there. But I'm going to be dropping lots of information, hoping to release it all in anger in early February, hopefully the first week if all testing goes well. But we'll have all the usual infographics and all the information, and probably do a couple of AMAs and maybe get sponsorship in here and stuff just to tell folks a little bit more about it. But keep your eyes peeled for it. It's Crow Draw.
It sounds like good stuff. That's really good stuff, especially the stuff with Witnet, man. As because they gave us a grant as well, and I think everybody should be looking into their protocol, because they're really supporting the projects on this chain more than anyone I've seen come into the space, like more than Kronos Labs, more than Crypto.com. Like they gave us a 0.9 ETH. Did they send it to you in Ethereum?
Ours was USDC.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it
Well,
was
it's got a
basically,
great.
like the randomization. Obviously, a lot of other chains have got randomization. Obviously, true randomization is kind of important for a lottery. There are other ways, in code to kind of fake randomization, but obviously the nature of the blockchain will mean that it's never truly random. So yeah, using Witness Oracle, similar. I know, Brian. That's kind of similar application that you guys used it for. But
Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, we had a pretty well. Like the deck was all there. We had like a presentation. We had the full architecture of how the app was going to work and how it was going to use their technology. But we went on the call with them, and it was literally like 5 minutes. And we're like, yeah, this is awesome. Give us a wallet, and we'll send you 1,000 USDC and crack on. And when it's ready, we'll help you promote it and stuff. So
Hey, that's easy
that's good.
enough.
Yeah, it was very simple. But yeah, I'd recommend anybody
I
to
was
reach
just
out if
thinking,
you're
I
looking.
was glad they sent it in ETH because this was a couple of months ago when
Oh
ETH
yeah.
was at 1,100. So they
Oh,
sent us
nice.
0.9, and now it's worth like what, 1,500.
Sweet. No, that's cool. No, ours was definitely a USDC, and like for us, that just went to the dev, to be honest, and then it just gives us a little bit more to play with when it comes to kind of marketing it and building it and doing a few other things moving forward.
It's really awesome, man. It just makes me happy that that they're supporting good projects here, and we need more of that. It really
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt the Kronos chain apparatus to reach out and show that kind of support.
Well, absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why we won't overly push this, but when it comes to things like lottery systems, it is what it is. We're looking into sort of legislation and stuff as well. Yeah, everyone knows how I feel about kind of DeFi side of things, but it would be interesting to look into it and just see like if we did want to really scale it, like what would that mean, and what would I have to set up in order to kind of make it even bigger potentially. But for us at this point, I think it's quite a nice way just to get transactions, just have something, applications that people can keep using. DGen's always, everyone loves a little bit of a lottery. You don't need to play it. You don't have to play it every week. If it doesn't reach a certain amount of tickets, it will roll over. And, there's reasonable prize pots and a pot to charity that the community will decide where it goes to. So we see it all in all as a positive thing, and lots of kind of just activity on the chain, which is what we think Kronos chain needs. So, hopefully it will be well adopted.
Yes, sir. I want to go to our dog, but it is just teetering on the edge of 420 here. So
I'm wrapping it up quick, bro. Don't worry. This is a
go
quick
ahead.
plug. We had Murphy come in this morning, bro. I've just been busy today just to talk about the white lists or the allow list that I've given to you guys. I've handed it out to numerous other communities. I'm going to be campaigning over the next week or so and handing it out to other communities as well. So if I hit you up in your Discord, it's probably to give you some allow lists to hand out to your community. But what we're doing is we've had this collection in the back pocket now. It's actually our first fully generative collection that we've decided to release. It's going to be 3,333 tactical battle cats, fully
So
developed by the
everything
Art of
before
Taylor.
this was one of ones.
Correct.
Okay.
Except for our Genesis collection, which is live as well on CDC, which features 11 physical 101 paintings. There's 10 editions of each design on that. So each NFT essentially is your ticket to win the physical 101 painting. If you do have a tangibles, you are going to get a 101 airdrop for Tactical Battle Cats, because part of owning the Genesis is essentially anything we release from the Art of Taylor brand name. You can expect an airdrop from whatever we release over 300 pieces. So this collection being 3,000, all of our tangibles holders that have minted up to this point will be doing a snapshot before mint date, and obviously airdropping them probably a day after mint, but they'll be definitely getting that set up. But basically, we had this in the back pocket, these layers in this collection, and it's just by influence in the space is what I've kind of built the project on. So I myself know a lot of first responders and veterans in this space that are either retired or full-time Web3 and are just really smart people. So what we're doing is we've developed this project to kind of build a camaraderie in the space. So we want to attract veterans, first responders, supporters of first responders and veterans, because owning a tactical battle cat, 50% of your primary mint sale is going to go towards the project wallet, the tactical battle cats wallet, which will be used for veterans and first responders charity. So the community that's formed from this, that comes into the Art of Nick Taylor, will be able to vote, and we'll decide which charity that goes to. And then 30% of the secondary royalties, so we're going to put a 10% royalty sale on this. 30% of that 10%, we're going to continue contributions into that wallet. So the community that's formed from this, my ambition is that hopefully, we get a lot of like-minded people connected in the space, that can come into the Art of Nick Taylor, form somewhat of a sub-community, and just build off of what we've started. The artwork's awesome. There's never any shortcuts with Nick. And again, we just wanted to give back to just those everyday heroes and build that camaraderie in the space. So anytime you see these whitelists, I really hope they get into people's hands that do look at this project seriously. Because again, it's just our way of taking another approach and giving back to those in the space that deserve it.
Yes, sir. We gave away 2 of those this morning. And we also blew through all 3 420s like we do every damn day. Congratulations, everybody. You're doing a great job. If no one told you that today, hey, you're doing a great job. Not you, Texas. Bread, we haven't heard from you, bro. What's cracking on VeChain?
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
Things are going good. Just you heard you talking cross-chain shit. Figured to come up and show some love. It's always chill to sit here and listen to you guys. I don't think he's on the stage anymore, but Yogi was up here. No, he's still there. Yogi's my man. He keeps swinging over and saying what's up. He's got the golden touch because he's winning a fucking raffle like every 30 minutes, it feels like. So love to see it. How you guys
He's doing that same shit on VeChain.
Dude, it's
he
wild.
does it over
It's
here,
wild.
bro. He wins all the time. Is he still up here? Oh, Yogi, you motherfucker. You double dipping?
Oh, you already know I'm getting where I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been winning H-bar. I've been winning all kind of shit everywhere.
Yeah, you guys should be following Yogi around. Follow everybody in this space. Look to your left, look to your right. These are your buddies. Follow them. They're all doing cool shit. R-Dog, go ahead, man.
Yeah, bro, one more quick piece of alpha for this collection we're putting out. So some of these pieces, there's going to be special emblems in the bottom corners. Some of them are wax stamps. I'm not going to tell you exactly what those are for, but there are a very limited amount in the collection that have Nick's autograph in the corner. Those ones are going to enter the holders into a 1-hour session when we hit up Richmond. So hopefully they can get out to Richmond. If not, I mean, I have no problem carrying it over in some way if they can get to Nick's shop. But that's something that we're working into the collection, is some actual IRL tattoo time with Nick. So holders of those tattoo ones and the ones that have his autograph in the corner, we'll be setting up a giveaway a little bit after the mint for someone to get some sit down time.
That's dope. That's super dope. We're wrapping it up here, y'all. But if you got something to tell us, that mic button is free, and we will be back here in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the only goddamn standard time for Coffee and Crow. Act like you know. Thundercats are minting on islandthunder.io, and Crowsea, which is dropping a 2.0. Yo, have I been rhyming this whole time? I got bars, son. Crowsea 2.0 is going to be sick. They're not paying me to say that.
You were talking earlier about doing you guys being ever present, going cross chain and shit. Like,
yeah, man.
I know you're running a long time here, so I'll just make it quick. Like, I this is just some flowers your way, because we have a marketplace, launchpad, all that shit over there, and people always approach me for that kind of stuff to go cross chain and whatever. And I'm always skeptical because it's always people that are never present, like they're just floating in the background trying to drop collections left and right. And I always give them the feedback of, like, unless you're out there like on the streets doing the, like, spaces like this continuously, like you're just never going to garner the attention or anything needed to actually like do any of that shit, to like have successful launches across chains. So, you know, I don't know if you're joking or not, but
No,
you
I'm
know,
not
that
joking. And the
you already
thing is,
like
man,
the recipe for it.
even being up here every day, it's still hard. It's hard to yeah. I
I get it, man.
hope we can come to VeChain. I think that would be really cool.
You know, well, we have a whole utility platform. Send me some DMs whenever you're thinking about it.
Well,
And get you set up with staking and games and all kinds of shit just out of the box.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, we're going to take another poll because we have to decide as a community. But we could move towards VeChain before Polygon. I'm gonna make a poll and pin it. King T, what's up?
I just got a quick question about the Thundercats. Is this collection yours?
It's ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a
this is a community project. Like, you know, the Thunder tokens, I would say that that's my project, right? Like, I made the art. I did all the giveaways, did all the promotions. I grinded for those 42 tokens. But yeah, Crow Warriors, Thundercats, this has been a long time in the making. And we came up with the idea as a group. We created the art as a group. And as a mint, the funds are basically all going to the group. Not in the way that all these other projects do it, where it's like, hey, 50% of the money goes right back to you. This goes into liquidity for Thunder.
Okay.
And Thunder is what's kept this whole train running this whole time.
Ooh, that little wind is something. Okay, that's dope. I'm about to grab me one. I want to be a part of it.
Let's go, man. 199 Crow. It's the lowest entry point that we've had. Especially when Crow was at 5.5 cents. That was like a $9 mint. $8.
All right, I'm gonna post it once I grab it.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate the game.
That's the vibes, yo.
For sure. Let's keep it going.
Hey, there's a lot of prizes involved in this mint too. So depending on what you come out with, you can get all types of shit. Also, if you hold our first collection, or our first Chronos collection, so our second collection technically, if you hold a Thunder token and you mint 10 Thundercats, you will be whitelisted to trade Thunder tax free, which is huge. There's also like $1 million Thunder giveaways if you mint a gold one. There's all types of stuff like that. So definitely get them now while we're just getting started, because first one in the pool wins. We've always played that game. If if you take a chance on us, you win every time. So this is DeFi. Don't ever forget that shit. Hey, Tex. You want to do the closing thing? Because I forget.
Brush your teeth. Read a book. Read a book to your child. Wear your seatbelt.
I seriously forgot it. That was weird.
GDRT token. Drive safe. Because if you're not driving safe, it doesn't matter how many $1 million of crypto you have, what project leader you are. If you're not driving safe, and you're not buckling up, and you're not using your blinkers and changing lanes appropriately, you don't need to weave in and out of traffic. If you drive safely, then your DeFi assets 5 years from now will go up. So this has been a last little minute for our GDRT token, and be good to each other.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Texas.
That didn't sound like the usual one.
No, but he got the brush your teeth part. It's brush your teeth, drink some water, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't ever forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone. Not once, not never. You write that shit down. You put it in a safe, or you put it someplace safe. And then you show somebody else how to do this shit, because it's not easy. Crofam for life. I'll see y'all in the morning. Lots of love. Peace.